Hey guys, Brad here today from the OFAH Heritage Center. In today's lesson, we'll learn all about aquatic mustelids. Mustelids are members of the weasel family. In today's lesson, we'll aim to answer 5 questions about aquatic mustelids. How do we identify mustelid? Where do they live? What do they eat? What are they well known for? And can you harvest an aquatic mustelid in Ontario? How do we identify mustelids? Mustelids are members of the weasel family and includes marten, fishers, mink, wolverines, and otters. Today we'll be focusing on the aquatic mustelids, the otter and the mink. Mustelids vary greatly in appearance but do have some common traits. They're relatively small animals. They have elongated bodies with short legs. They have short skulls with round ears, and they have thick fur. They're typically solitary, they're nocturnal, and they're active year-round. They all have scent glands that produce a musky scent. Mustelids are carnivores, and they have well-developed teeth to consume tough animal meat. They have between 28 to 40 teeth in their mouth, and they have well-developed canines to help rip through meat. As I said before, Ontario has 2 types of aquatic mustelids, the river otter and the mink. Otters are streamlined, and they have a thick layer of fat under their skin, making them adapted to an aquatic lifestyle. They measure between 90 to 130 centimeters from nose to tail, and they weigh between 4.5 to 14 kilograms. Otters are known for a relatively flat head compared to other members of the weasel family. Their coat is short, dense, rich, and glossy, and it's dark brown, or sometimes even black when wet. The lower parts of their coat are paler, and their lower jaw and throat are white. Mink have weasel-like bodies with sharply pointed faces and small ears. Mink measure between 45 to 75 centimeters from nose to tail, and they weigh between 0.5 and 1.25 kilograms. The mink's fur is a uniform, rich, dark brown, except for a patch of white on the chin. It consists of long, coarse outer guard hairs and dense, oily underfur. They have this dense, oily underfur for protection in the water, and they have stiff hairs between their hind toes to help them swim. Where do they live? Mustelids are fairly widespread across Ontario. Different species are adapted to different lifestyles. Otters are aquatic, meaning they spend most of their time in the water. Minks are semi-aquatic, meaning they spend their time both in the water and on land. Mink prefer to live in areas with bodies of water, such as streams, lakes, or ponds. They're primarily found in forested habitat, and they avoid open areas. Minks den in regions dominated by coniferous forests, forests with trees such as spruce, pine, balsam, or cedar. Their den entrances are normally found in dense shrub layers, and they may be made by the mink, or sometimes they're taken over from other animals. Their burrows are very frequently located along or near the banks of water, under logs or stumps, or within the recesses within rocks. Otters are found close to water, preferring lakes, marshes, and streams. You'll never catch an otter building its home. They'll use the abandoned homes, known as lodges, of beavers, sometimes even moving in while beavers are still present. They'll also take over riverbank dens of foxes, badgers, rabbits, and other creatures. Their burrows are typically found on the water's edge, and oftentimes they're modified to be accessible from both on land and in the water. They have resting spots called hovers or couches, and they're usually just a little bed of reeds on the side of a body of water. Otter dens, also known as holes, are where they will go to escape danger, take shelter, or to raise their young. Otters also thrive outside of water, and they can sometimes be seen playing in the snow or sliding down muddy hills. Playing helps otters to strengthen their social bonds and to practice hunting skills. What do they eat? Mustelids are carnivores, which means they're adapted to eat a diet of strictly meat. They're considered flesh hunters, and they mainly consume other mammals, birds, amphibians, reptiles, fish, crayfish, mollusks, and insects. Despite being classified as carnivores, some have been seen feeding on plants, fruits, and eggs. Mink will eat almost any living thing it is capable of overpowering, including animals bigger than itself. In its diet are fish, crayfish, clams, earthworms, insects, mice, frogs, muskrats, moles, rabbits, and birds. Minks hunt by consistently exploring holes in logs, stumps, rocks, and along shorelines. They also swim for food. And in swimming for food, they can swim up to 30 meters underwater and dive to depths of up to 5 meters deep. Otters feed mainly on fish, amphibians, crayfish, other invertebrates, turtles, snakes, waterfowl, and muskrats. Their diet varies with the seasons, and some vegetation or plant material is eaten in the summer. Otters hunt alone, but occasionally have been seen hunting in pairs or even groups. They've been known to eat between 2.5 to 4.5 kilograms of food a day. That's up to 25 to 30% of their own body weight. What are they known for? Mustelids are known for musky scents that they produce. These mammals all contain scent glands under their tails. These glands produce a strong-smelling musky scent that some people think smells stronger and worse than a skunk. They use this odor to mark their territory, discourage or harm predators, and for selecting mates. Baby otters are known for being called pups, kits, or kittens. Female otters are called sows, and males are called boars. Otter groups are known for being called families, bevies, lodges, or romps. And a group of otters in the water is most often called a raft. River otters are known for floating on their backs, sometimes while even holding hands with another otter or with one of their pups on their stomachs. Hand-holding keeps the otters from drifting away from each other and their food source while they sleep. And when a pup is small, the mother will hold it on her belly to keep it from floating away while sleeping. Mink are known for being mostly solitary animals. Males in particular are intolerant of one another, and they mark the boundaries of their territory using the strong-smelling substances from those scent glands we discussed. And did you know that minks can get COVID? Minks are sometimes raised on farms, and farmers can tell a mink is sick because she develops a dry cough and sits around all day watching reruns of The Office. Just kidding. Sort of. Minks do exhibit COVID-19 symptoms just like ours, such as lethargy, wheezing, and upset stomach. But it is possible to test them just like we're tested. So our last question today is, can you harvest mustelids in Ontario? The answer is yes. Mustelids are fur-bearing mammals and the target of many trappers. Their furs are sold for making goods on the open market. To legally trap in Ontario, you must possess a valid outdoors card with a hunter accreditation and a trapper's license. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like this video and comment below. Don't forget to check out the resources section on our webpage. There you'll find free printable resource material like mini lessons and activity pages to follow up the virtual lessons. And please subscribe to stay connected as we learn together outside of the classroom.